começou ainda. É aqui. Fala, meus nobres, bem-vindos a mais uma live. Como é que vocês estão? Espero que bem. Vídeo, né? Cara, tem alguns problemas aqui. Eu tive que voltar no último save, mas a gente tá aqui, pessoal da live viu, né? Mas vocês não vão precisar passar pela repetição do bagulho, então vamos continuar aqui, né, velho?
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me?
O autor da primeira palavra, não o autor da que encerra, com a luz a apavora e a sombra que projeta aberto o terceiro olho, para a noite lançar o seu momento de narrar. Este é o ritual que será seu condutor, seus amigos e conhecerão quando você se for. É engraçado, ele fala jogo salvo aqui, mas não...
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget, marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
Vamos ver se o objetivo mudou agora. Vá ao apartamento de Parte agora. Tava bugado, velho. Vamos ver como é que a gente vai pra lá agora.
This new plot beat would carry me deeper into the story.
Esse aqui é o túnel, né? Não é o túnel mais. Aqui. Parliament Tower Plaza. Pra cá.
The station had changed. I was closer now. Parliament Tower, our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Cadê? Parliament Tower é aqui? Tô na frente do lugar? Na frente. Tocando telefone.
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did.
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Wait, hello?
Cara, os gráficos desse jogo são muito bonitos, cara. Muito bonitos mesmo. Então, vamos lá. Lugar obscuro, Palientor.
Writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Vamos lá. Assombrado. Cara, esse tipo de fonte é muito bonito.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! Alice.
Escolher a foto para cartazes de amostra.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
E agora?
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before. Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Encontre o cartão de memória. Ponto focal do lugar obscuro. Vídeo, arte, documento da tela multi. Parte 1.
Alice's memory card.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. darker side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly.
What?
It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Caraca, que loucura.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Ah, o frame tá baixo, mas é do jogo, tá? Do vídeo, não é da live, não. De parte, return. Caramba, essa parte aí foi rápido, né? Tipo, começou naquela hora, terminou agora. Vou pegar meu carregador ali, rapaziada.
That I lose you on every time. Some say that it lives forever this way. I can see you there, but you don't see me anywhere. I'm right in front of you, I'm right here on this winding road. What are you looking at? Is it your face on a pane of glass? Somehow this window becomes a trap on this winding road. into this trap, this winding road.
Voltei. Cara, uma hora que volte a parte da. Uma hora que volte parte da saga, que eu tô curtindo muito mais do que do Alan. Gostei muito mais da. O personagem da saga é muito interessante, velho. O outro lado. Cara, parte bem difícil de entender. E por ela ser difícil de entender, fica chato.
Let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality.
A legenda
The
deu uma
story is
bugada.
coming true, soaking into everything, like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the Dark Place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
Já ouviu falar na seita da
Have
árvore?
you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
Eles estão trabalhando com Scratch.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Não adianta nada isso aqui, esse jogo salvo rápido. Tá, vamos lá.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Wake, a seita da árvore está de posse do clique. O bilhete interno é para espantar as pessoas e eles acham que as pessoas vão arrombar essa coisa.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
E que a ficção com contato com o lugar obscuro tem o poder de alterar a realidade.
Fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true.
Tem uma entidade dentro do lugar obscuro. Segundo Wake, por vezes a presença obscura consegue assumir a aparência dele. Como? Porque Wake, Scratch é a presença obscura. E a presença obscura são sinônimos? Quando a presença obscura aparece Wake, ele usa o nome Scratch. Meio conveniente isso, de gêmeo maligno, vou ficar de olho. A lanterna parece enfraquecer possuídos. Faria sentido que a luz também fosse eficaz contra a presença obscura? Áreas iluminadas são protegidas contra a presença obscura e os possuídos. Wake, da forma de Scratch, apresenta a obscura está editando a história de Wake. Quer transformar o mundo em um pesadelo do caralho. Bom, óbvio que não posso deixar isso acontecer. Wake, a história altera nossa realidade um pouco de cada vez. Um processo é gradual.
That's not right.
Isso significa que o efeito não é imediato, ainda há tempo de consertar. Se não o determos, Scratch vai usar a história para alterar permanentemente a realidade do início da festa do cervo. Com isso, temos só 2 dias para impedir. Wake precisa pegar o clique antes de Scratch. Com ele, a história pode ser alterada e Scratch será mandado de volta para o lugar obscuro. Um interruptor mágico. Por onde que eu começo? Wake diz que é possível acessar o lugar obscuro do fundo de Cauldron Lake. E aí, Cauldron Lake é o portal para algum outro mundo? Wake ficou preso num lugar obscuro por 13 anos. Wake estava em outro mundo? Ah, mas é muito documento.
Oh. The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff.
Entrei na justaposição de Cauldron Lake ao recitar o poema. O poema levava sobre uma lenda local, uma bruxa que perdeu o coração sobre terror. Para a justaposição se formar, não pode ser uma simples lenda urbana, tem que haver uma narrativa no lugar obscuro que sustente. Wake aceita pode ser seguidora de Scratch, afinal ele tem o clique.
They could be working for Scratch.
Por que trabalhar com Scratch? O que aceita ganha com isso. Pronto, foi o que foi. Cara, isso aqui é legal, o jeito que eles... A narrativa é muito boa. Scratch.
Has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Aceita e o clique.
Clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter. The next chapter. The next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
Scratch é Wake.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Ok. Aceita da árvore. Ah, legal. Vamos ler isso aqui da seita da árvore. Parece interessante. A seita da árvore. As crianças em Great Fall cresceram ouvindo histórias sobre a seita da árvore. Maníacos selvagens que viviam no bosque satânicos que diziam, abre aspas, nós vigiamos à noite, enquanto faziam sacrifícios com sangue na floresta. Ou coisas não exatamente humanas. A espreita na escuridão havia muitas versões da história, mas todas tinham um elemento em comum, o perigo da escuridão do bosque. Há uma verdade secreta em algum lugar. Em todas as lendas urbanas, a identidade verdadeira dos membros da seita rondava o bosque. Rostos reais escondidos atrás de máscaras, mãos reais segurando as facas, pessoas reais com os objetivos sombrios. A floresta não era segura. As pessoas estavam certas de manter seus filhos longe das árvores. Legal. Ok. Você esconde páginas?
Okay, Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Ele perto de Watery é bom lugar para começar.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
A partir de agora você pode alternar entre as histórias de Alan e Saga pelo balde na sala de descanso do faxineiro. Fique à vontade para jogar na ordem que quiser. Legal.
You were a handsome dear.
O balde do faxineiro? Que balde do faxineiro? Alternar a realidade.
Escape. A dark presence had stopped me. I had seen the title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it.
Palavras de poder. Céu ensolarado. Aumenta a área de efeito dos projéteis de pistola. Aumenta a força de empurrão. Você anda 5 de chance de não gastar munição. Parte 1 a gente já viu. Escreva, o objetivo é escrever.
I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time he wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours. Together with our houseman, the divine.
Ué, por que não dá pra salvar?
We have created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness, but I like to call
É que é pra alterar a realidade, né?
Story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical. We just do what we always do. We'll chat, but instead of talking, we'll sing it.
Caraca, que loucura, mano.
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made-up fury. And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say.
Cara, que legal, velho.
And the award goes to Alan White. And all your stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much, I had to get away.
Onde é que tem que ir agora? Ué.
There is more to it than meets the eye. I never meant for it to ruin my life that way. Would you say you let the jaded lie? Dark shades could never save the day. So sad, but true.
Ué. Ué, acabou, e aí? Cara, acho que bugou, mano. Cara, presente-se no musical. Cara, o que tem que fazer aqui, mano? Achei. Cara, o problema é que a gente não tem o bagulho, né, velho?
He could write a new story like Tom Zane before him, and maybe they'd be happy once again. Just one shot, one more chance for him to save their marriage away from the city, a romantic getaway.
Caramba, às vezes acho que vai acontecer alguma coisa e não acontece aí. Tá patetando.
Still he's a torchbearer, and it couldn't be much clearer. A war needs its warrior, true and right. The darkness within him held her hostage. Had he seen her drowning, would have saved her from the darkness of the lake.
Ué, mas aí eu não tenho mais negócio pra...
didn't see that coming. A vision.
Ué,
Such a dark place, am I trapped in here? Is this real? I cannot remember. There was a manuscript, it held the key. A vicious cycle I must not surrender to. Echo scenes to seek out again and again until I figure it out to bring this song to its end. You have to find your way out to bring this song to its end.
cara, que loucura, mano. Que...